is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year, and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
It's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weights. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
the Jason Walker Show, presented by Helena Accommodations, the in-town 5-star extended stay residences. Visit HelenaAccommodations.com. Broadcasting from the Major Mortgage Man Cave, here's Jason Walker.
Hey, happy Wednesday. It is the Jason Walker Show. Major Mortgage Man Cave on the 5th day of February. Appreciate you joining us today. Show brought to you by Helena Accommodations, the in-town 5-star extended stay residences. Visit HelenaAccommodations.com. We got a big show today. It is National Signing Day. Does it still mean anything? Because you've got the early signing period in December, so does today mean anything? Who won signing day? Cats, Grizz, someone else? Maybe like a Western, Tech, Carroll? Get your votes in on the Twitter at JWalkerSports. You can also Facebook us, email anytime. Speaking of Facebook, we are live on the Facebook Live. Also YouTube, you can listen live on Podbean, Network One Sports as soon as I turn it on, which I always forget to do. You can also listen on TreasureStateRadio.com, and if you have not downloaded that app yet, you need to go to Google Play or the App Store and get it downloaded. Gave you the Twitter, gave you the Facebook. You can email us anytime, JasonWalkerSports@gmail.com. You can also check in on the new website, JasonWalkerShow.com. Highly recommend that. If you want anything show-related, that is the place to go. All right, so we mentioned signing day. We're going to talk high school rankings for the basketball. If I get wrestling ones, I'll pass them along. Also, Frontier rankings, the new top 25 men's poll in the NAIA is out. We'll tell you where the Frontier schools are. There was a basket brawl last night. We're going to check into that on this day in history. Oh, tons coming up. Also, a special That's What She Said, as we're going to check in with Bailey LaFawn Shaw. She is 22 years old, works at the Major League Baseball offices, and we will check in with her coming up in a little bit. All right, so I got to show off the new. So we remember a couple weeks ago we got Flint Rasmussen sent us one of his game-worn PBR outfits, autographed it. My pal Jason Flint Rasmussen, his Cooper Tires PBR outfit. Finally got it hung up, and I'm not sure what's the better video angle, but anyway, I put it over John Wayne. I got a John Wayne stand-up that I've had for years, dug it out of storage, and thought Flint Rasmussen is the John Wayne of, there's a little bit better look at it there too, of the PBR. So there you go. Send it to Flint. He loves it. So I like it. I like it a lot. That is our Flint Rasmussen autographed, game-worn Cooper Tires jersey and shorts. John Wayne's waist a little bit bigger than Flint's. So there you go. Love it. I don't know if we'll keep it where it's at. We might move it maybe behind us a little bit more. I don't know. Maybe we can tape it to the door. Or, get it sealed on the door. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Jason Walker Show is a fun time. I love this job. I love what we do each and every day. Let's see what else we got going on. All right, let's just get started. Signing day today, and again, I ask you, it's the official signing day today. But does it mean anything? You've got the early signing period now, and that started a couple of weeks or a couple of years ago, and teams all across the country are signing kids now in December, especially football. And that's why I asked, does it mean anything today? February, the first Wednesday in February has traditionally been known as National Signing Day. Letter of intents will be signed, faxed, emailed, whatever. And that's do teams still wait by the fax machine? Is that how we're still doing letter of intent? Do you still sign and then fax it over from your house or your school? Anyway, who won today? I want you to vote on the Twitter, vote on the Facebook at JWalkerSports, Facebook.com as well. You can vote on my page or the Jason Walker Show. But who won? Cats, Grizz, other. And if you reply other, put your vote in on the bottom. I got a couple on Facebook, one for Arkansas, one for, I don't know if Brad was Ohio State or Oregon State, but neither one of them. We want the locals. I'm telling you who I think may have won signing day, and that might be Dickinson State. The Blue Hawks signed 18 from the state of Montana today. A couple of Capital kids in Bridger Grovem, also Zane McCormick. But yeah, and if your name is Austin, you had a good chance of signing as well with Dickinson State. Austin Dennis from Park City, Austin Heimer from Red Lodge. But yeah, they got 18 kids from Montana. West, Culbertson, Glacier, Glendive, another Glendive, Great Falls High, Tyson Correa, Hamilton, Huntley, couple from Huntley, couple from Park City, Webo, Shepherd, and Shelby. Montana State signed 8 today. They got a ton in December, as did the Grizz. And it's not a big deal. Signing day anymore, I don't think it counts as big as it used to. But yeah, like I said, the Bobcats signed 8. The Grizz signed a bunch today. Carroll football signed a bunch, as did Tech. And a couple of big transfers. Carl Tucker II moving from Montana State over to Western. That's a big get for the Bulldogs and head coach Ryan Norse. But yeah, signing day. Yay. Butte Central had 5 kids sign. Jefferson got a couple of kids going to Tech. Avery Stiles heading over there. So there you go. You can continue to vote at JWalker Sports and also on Facebook. Who won National Signing Day today? Montana, Montana State, or other. And if you vote other, you've got to reply other. All right? There was basketball last night. Helena High boys got a big win. Caden Hewitt with another big game. Boys, Bengals beating Butte in overtime. Last night, the Butte girls got a win over the Helena High girls. I think the Helena High defending state champs of 3 times. 3-5 now in conference play. So there you go. All right, let's get to our high school rankings. Start with the boys. And in AA, Hellgate, 11-0, sits on top. West, 10-1, is ranked second. This is the 406mtsports.com rankings. Capital boys, third, 9-2. Same record as Sentinel, which is fourth. And then Skyview is ranked fifth. And we'll check in. Bless me as I sneeze. I apologize. Check in with Class A, where Hardin 14-0, Hamilton's 12-2, ranked second, Butte Central third, Frenchtown fourth, Libby in fifth. In Class B, Lodgegrass number 1, and then Huntley number 2, but Huntley beat Lodgegrass last night. Colstrip in third, Three Forks number 4, Fairfield 5. The rest of the top 10 in Class B, Lame Deer, Harlem, Columbus, Deer Lodge, and Florence Carlton. In Class C, Manhattan Christian, the defending champs, number 1. They're 13-1. Twin Bridges is unbeaten, 14-0. Was it Josh Keller, the head coach down there? He's the only Keller without a loss this year. Brother Wes over at Rocky, Dad Steve up at Providence. Anyway, Fort Benton's ranked 3rd. They're unbeaten. The Longhorns are. Millstone, number 4, 15-0. Scobie, number 5, 14-0. The top 5 has 1 loss, and that's number 1 Christian. 6 through 10, you got Fairview, Chinook, Plenty-Coup, Floyd Lake, and Plains. The girls, top 5 and top 10, according to 406mtsports.com. Capital Girls, unbeaten, number 1. Hellgate, number 2. Sentinel, number 3. West Girls, 4. Great Falls Girls, 5. In Class A, you've got Hardin, Billings Central, Havre, Browning, and Columbia Falls ranked 1 through 5. Class B, it's Loyola, Big Timber, both unbeaten, and both 14-0. Harlem's 3, Forsyth 4, St. Labre 5. Colstrip, Glasgow, Thompson Falls, Columbus, and Malta, your top 10. And then Class C girls, Fort Benton, unbeaten, 14-0. And then Belt, Roy Winifred, combined 26-2, are 2 and 3. Number 4 is Charlotte, which is unbeaten at 15-0, and Millstone, 14-0, ranked 5th. So Class C top 5 boys has 1 combined loss. The Class C top 5 girls, 2 combined losses. 1 by Belt, 1 by Roy Winifred. And then Hot Springs, Plenty-Coup, Westby, Grenora, Scobie, and the Manhattan Christian girls are ranked 10th. So there you go. That is your top 10 and top 5, according to 406mtsports.com. I was going to look for wrestling polls. Those are tough. Once in a while they come out. We've got the Class A high school wrestling poll, where the top teams are Sydney, Laurel, Miles City, Lewistown, Frenchtown, Havre, Livingston, Columbia Falls, Polson, and Hamilton. Those are your Class A coaches poll for wrestling. I love rankings, and sometimes it's fun to find them. All right, I don't have the AA or the BC, so there you go. All right, okay. Oh, this is cool news. I saw this today earlier. Speaking of basketball, Trace Tinkle has been named a top 10 candidate for the Julius Erving Award, which is awarded to the nation's top small forward. Tinkle killing it over in the Pac-12 with Oregon State, and his dad's the head coach, but he's doing a great job over there, and looking forward to seeing if he can make it in the pros or if he heads overseas. That'll be the question. Where does Trace Tinkle end up? All right, we're going to take a break coming up. Still to come, we have On This Day in History. We have also the walk-off coming up. Oh, my goodness. It is signing day today. Got some names still trickling in. I want to know who you think won. If you go to Twitter, at JWalkerSports, you can vote there. Cats, Grizz, Other. Carol signing a bunch of kids today. Tech signing a ton. And a lot of those have been announced over the course of the last, couple of weeks. Not everybody can skip. Remember when National Signing Day actually, and I said this earlier, does it still mean anything? Because you have early signing day in December. So signing day, before social media, it was nobody knew where anybody was going. So it was a big deal that first Wednesday in February. Now with the advent of social media, kids are announcing where they're signing as juniors. So I don't know if signing day means anything anymore. Yay. I mean, and it's great. And I talked about this yesterday. You're going to hear coaches all day today, whether it's the Cats, the Grizz, the Saints, the Orediggers, the Bulldogs, Battling Bears, Lights, even Blue Hawks. But you're going to hear coaches talking about the potential of this kid. Oh, his potential is sky high. His ceiling, his potential. And I said this yesterday. Remember this. Potential will get you fired. Results win you championships. Potential gets you fired. Keep that in mind. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, a very special That's What She Said. And brought to you by Dinner's Done Right. Make sure you, by the way, stop by Dinner's Done Right tomorrow. Well, anytime is a good time to stop by Dinner's Done Right, at least when they're open, which is Tuesday through Saturday. But stop by tomorrow night, 4 to 7, the Dinner's Done Right open house and food tasting event. You'll get to sample some stuff on the February menu. Reuben empanadas, sweet and sour meatballs, slow cooker honey chicken tacos. The sweet and sour meatballs I've had, they're amazing. And stop by Dinner's Done Right tomorrow night, 1212 Cedar in Helena, for the open house and food tasting event. All right, when we come back, a special, That's What She Said. We'll check in with Bailey Shaw. Bailey is 22, just graduated high school last year, and has a job with Major League Baseball. And it is National Girls and Women in Sports Media Day as well. And had a lot of fun chatting with Bailey last night after she got off work. We'll talk to her next. You'll hear that interview here on the Jason Walker Show. Also, still to come, NAI Top 25 rankings, big on this day in history, and a whole lot more still to come here on a Wednesday inside the Major Mortgage Man Cave. This is the Jason Walker Show. Bailey Shaw next.
Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918, or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender. Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of the Jason Walker Show. The holidays have come and gone, and now is a good time to treat yourself to what you really wanted. A full detail for your vehicle from Auto Concepts. Right now, Auto Concepts is offering a full detail for just $195. Or maybe you want to tint those windows. Auto Concepts does that too. Get that tonneau cover or bed rug you've always wanted and add in remote start, alarms, running boards, lift kits, toppers, winches, bug guards, grill guards, and much more. Check out Auto Concepts on Facebook or visit the website autoconceptshelena.com. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals. Everyone knows about Dinner's Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinner's Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinner's Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Oh, welcome back inside the Major Mortgage Man Cave. Jason Walker Show. Got some great tuned in on the Facebook, including my young son Bob out at Fort Riley, Kansas, tuning in tonight. So there you go. I think this is the first time Bob's actually watched my show, including when he was here at home over the holiday break. Anyway. If you're just tuning in on Facebook or YouTube, you can see our Flint Rasmussen John Wayne combo. It is a John Wayne stand-up with Flint Rasmussen's game-worn Cooper Tires PBR jersey, the official jersey of Flint Rasmussen. Kind of get a look at it over there. But there you go. So Flint loves it. I sent him a picture, and he's like, "This is awesome." Super cool. Wow, 3-2-1. Super cool stuff. All right, here inside the Major Mortgage Man Cave, Jason Walker Show is presented by Helena Accommodations, the in-town 5-star extended stay residences. Visit HelenaAccommodations.com. You get 22 extended stay suites in downtown Helena, all close to downtown. You're walking distance from everywhere. Carroll, the Carousel, and everywhere. And you can book for 4 days, you can book for 4 months. You can start booking for summer and also for fall, it is a good time to start booking. They fill up fast, 5-star ratings, and 4G TV, all the the latest internet, the latest whatever you need to watch TV. You get your own suite, your own kitchen, your own washer and dryer in many cases. So you're saving money there. Just check it out. HelenaAccommodations.com, a proud sponsor of the Jason Walker Show. Love having them aboard. All right, still to come on this day in history. And also going to chat about birthdays coming up. Frontier rankings. Who's ranked in the NAI Top 25? There was a basket brawl last night, not in Montana, but we're going to show that. We're also going to preview our interview tomorrow with Megan Harrington, former Lady Grizz, and also a producer and co-director of The House That Rob Built. It's debuting at the Big Sky Film Fest in Missoula, February 20th at the Wilma. Get your tickets now. But we'll show you and let you listen to the preview. I got a chance to watch the video over the weekend. Or the whole movie. It's awesome. Robin Selvig, 865-plus wins, a fantastic coach, retired a few years ago, and has been living himself a great life. So, but this is about the growth of not just the University of Montana in women's basketball, but also the growth of women's basketball in the state of Montana and how Selvig built the Lady Grizz program. It was dominating. Not so much recently, but for the 80s and 90s, you couldn't touch them. Anyway, we'll show you that coming up here in a little bit. But it is time now for a special edition of That's What She Said, brought to you by Dinner's Done Right. Don't forget the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For lunch, it is the freshest ingredients. You're going to love it. Stop by. It's healthy, and everything's homemade. So stop by. Well, except the lettuce. You can't. I mean, you know what I'm saying. But the dressings, homemade. The freshest ingredients. Get there. Dinner's Done Right, 1212 Cedar. All right, so got a chance to catch up with a wonderful young lady in the world of baseball. She is working for Major League Baseball. She spent the last 3 years working in minor league baseball, but she's literally at the MLB offices. Her name is Bailey Shawn. You can follow her on the Twitter at Bailey LaFawn. And a very sweet young lady who loves sports. And on this National Girls and Women in Sports Day, I thought, hey, what a great time to have That's What She Said, ladies talking about sports. So let's do the intro.
We always hear from the guys. What about the ladies? Time for That's What She Said, brought to you by Dinner's Done Right.
And all of our guests join us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline, and that includes Bailey Shaw. Here's our conversation. All right, Bailey, first question I got to ask you is, well, there's so many, but the first one is, you're young, and you just graduated high school less than a year ago, and you're already working at Major League Baseball. I mean, this is like a dream come true for you.
Yeah, so I graduated college in May, and then right out of college, I interned for my third time in minor league baseball. And then from there, I worked for American City Business Journal for a little bit, and then I went right into MLB. So I think even in college, I knew that I just kind of wanted to pursue my career as high as I could into such great heights. So, yeah, from college, I hit the ground running. And that's one thing that I try to explain to people, that in some senses, you know, I'm still a kid. I don't exactly understand taxes, or I don't know how to change a tire yet. But yeah, I mean, I'm honored to be where I am at the age I'm at.
Definitely is Bailey Shaw joining us here on the Jason Walker Show. All right, so you mentioned 3 years in minor league baseball internship, and we used to have the Pioneer League here. In Helena, and you know the Helena Brewers are now down in Colorado Springs as the Rocky Mountain Vibes, but you did a lot of the on the field aspects at the minor leagues where you were, And we saw that here in Helena. How much fun was that?
Oh, these past 3 summers have been honestly the greatest times of my life. So the first summer, I was a part-time intern, so it's kind of really just getting the first bite into what the world of minor league baseball is about. My second summer, I was also part-time, but that's when I started the on-field personality. So I was the person running around with a microphone and playing games with kids and things like that. And then my third year, I was a full-time intern where I worked in client services. And all 3 years were just amazing. And I have all the love in the world for minor league baseball, and I'm just so grateful for all I've learned and all of the truly once in a lifetime experiences I've had.
You, how did you know baseball was going to be the one you wanted to do, the sport you wanted to cover?
Yeah, well, when I was 6 years old, my dad legally adopted me, and right from that moment, we bonded on baseball. That was our thing. So I went to my first minor league baseball game when I was 6 years old, and then I got to work at that same stadium for 3 seasons, and it's something where when I was younger, I didn't understand it. Like, I didn't know why that guy got out at second on a double play and things like that, but I understood the feeling that it gave me.
Sure.
And now that I'm older, I want to encourage those bright-eyed little girls in the stand who don't really know what's happening, but they're really into that hot dog, you know?
Yep.
I want to reach out to those kids, and I just think it was that feeling I had when I was a kid.
Bailey Shaw, our guest here on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline, Jason Walker Show. All right, so I'm not supposed to ask you the tough questions with baseball, but let's just say that 42 minor league teams go away. How much will that hurt? Because we know how much everybody loves minor league baseball, whether it's in Helena or Durham or Medford. I mean, or anywhere, Pawtucket for that matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely think the communities will be in mourning, and we can obviously see that already. But what I think is powerful is that all of these people are currently banding together and really showing how much they appreciate their local team. And again, it might be a local club, but it's so much more than that.
So where did you grow up?
I grew up in Albany, New York.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
You're not a Mets fan, are you? You're a Yankee fan, aren't you?
No, I'm a Yankees girl.
Oh,
yeah.
my goodness.
I know.
You did get the chance to meet Michael Kay. How cool was that?
That was amazing. Yeah. So for my graduation cap, I know I wanted to do something about baseball because that's been the one constant thing in my life. So I decided to...
Time out. Yeah. Before you continue, you're quoting Field of Dreams right now. Baseball is the one constant. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know. It's true. See, I can't escape baseball.
I love it.
I know. Yeah, but so I decided to do it off of Michael Kay's call because not only did it come from baseball, but it really felt it made sense with where I'm at in life. Mm-hmm. So his home run call is "There it goes, see ya." So I did "There she goes, see ya."
I like it.
And I tweeted at him and said, "Hey, I will be at the game literally 2 hours after I cross the stage. Will you sign my cap?" And he said, "Yeah, of course." And he was so nice. I met him. Meredith was there, the whole gang. So it was definitely a great graduation.
Yeah, for sure. Bailey Shaw joining us here, Jason Walker Show on That's What She Said. It's a special edition. Bailey, when you look at the little girls that are following, or you're following in footsteps, and you're like you said, 22, you're still a youngin' in this business. But when you look at advice for little girls, what do you tell them that you learned? I
tell them that, well, first of all, as cliche as it may sound, nothing is impossible, and your gender does not define you. just because you're a female does not mean that you don't have a place in a male-dominated business. And then I want to encourage them that, and just make sure that they know that it's going to take a lot of work. Even in college, I went to conferences. I reached out to people in LinkedIn that I thought were like the coolest people ever, and they were so kind and willing to have phone calls with me and mentor me. So that's just something that now I want to do, to in part give back, and also just make sure that these young girls know that they are not alone and that we want nothing more than to pave this path.
Women in baseball, it's almost becoming routine now. And I know there's still a lot of work to do, but I talked to Melanie Newman, who was one of just 6 play-by-play announcers.
I love her.
Yeah,
yes.
She's great.
Amazing.
And, you know, there's still a lot of ways to go and a lot of work to do for women in all sports, but especially baseball.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, and I think that, again, that just kind of goes back to the history of the sport, with it being so dense and being so well known. It's known as America's pastime for a reason. Mm-hmm. So I think that with a game so classic, it's hard to innovate it. But I think, again, people like Melanie, who I just adore, and I've been able to talk to her a few times, and people like Meredith Murakovich, you know, they have done such stellar jobs at paving that path for me. And now we're all just going to band together and continue to grow our army, you know?
Mm-hmm. Bailey Shaw, our guest here, Jason Walker Show. What are you going to be doing for Major League Baseball?
Yeah, so I work in the digital initiatives department. So my primary focus is the minor league organization and assisting their digital marketing and things like that.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, so when we see all those tweets coming out on the MLB during the games, it's from you, huh?
Oh, yeah.
MILB, is that right? At MILB?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I will not be running those, but I definitely support that.
Gotcha.
That would be really cool, though.
All right, so let's have some fun questions here. What's okay? So you mentioned the Michael Call home run, or Michael K call, and for home runs. Yeah. John Sterling. I'm a Mets fan for one, but it's just, come on, Michael K is better, right?
No, I will not take sides here.
Why not?
No, of course not, because you know what? Their voices have surrounded and really made up my childhood. Mm-hmm. These are the people that I grew up listening to, and I don't know, I hear any of their voices and my heart just kind of melts a bit, you know?
I gotcha. All right. All right. So a diehard Yankee fan, who was your favorite player?
Oh, okay. So my favorite player growing up was Seki Matsui. And he was so much my favorite that I remember I was probably 7 or 8 years old, and I had a birthday party at Build-A-Bear. And I actually made a Hideki Matsui bear, and it came with a Yankee uniform and everything. And I'm sure my mom has it stored somewhere.
Oh, you don't have it with you?
Not here, but I'm sure it is at home. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, but I have been reading a lot about Lou Gehrig and about his childhood and upbringing and things like that. So I have really started to adore him and his work ethic and things like that.
Yeah, Gehrig is one of my favorites. Of course, you know, Babe Ruth. You know, he's a Red Sox first.
Yeah.
You're okay with that?
Yeah, it's interesting. You know what? It's all for the game.
I like love
of the game.
There you go. All right, so you mentioned for love of the game. What's the best baseball movie?
My favorite baseball movie is Trouble with the Curve.
Nice.
And yes. And I think, what is the actress's name? Amy
Adams.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think it all comes down to her role in that, and seeing her again be a female working in baseball and succeeding, you know?
Yep.
So that's something we don't see a ton of on the film aspect.
Mm-hmm.
So that I think that definitely plays a part in it. And who doesn't love Clint Eastwood? You know?
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So give me your top three after that. So your next two.
A League of Their Own.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. My parents will tell me a story about how I guess we went to Maine, I think, for a trip, and that was like the first movie that they got me to sit down and watch. And I was like, wow. And look at me now. Like, that was not planned.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Moneyball?
That actually is my mom's favorite.
Okay.
So
all
you
right.
definitely know that. I think that's great because it kind of shows the business side of ball, which a lot of people don't get to see. But that movie does give you an inside scoop.
And who doesn't love Brad Pitt?
I know, right?
Field of Dreams, where does that rank for you?
Oh, that's like 2 or 3.
Okay. For Love of the Game is good.
Yeah.
But the two classics.
Sandlot.
Sandlot's okay, but Major League and Bull Durham, I mean, those are the two classics.
Yeah, you know what? I have never seen Bull Durham. I know.
Oh my gosh, Bailey, what is wrong?
I know, and I've seen that it's actually been on some TV stations recently, so I do have to just sit down and watch it. I think that's like the one I haven't seen.
Don't watch the edited version though. You have to watch the full Bull Durham. It's like watching Major League edit. You just can't. You got to get the full experience.
Oh, absolutely. All right, I'm ready for it.
Okay. I'm looking forward to following your career, and I just think this is an awesome deal as a young lady getting her start in Major League Baseball. And you're going to have a chance to make waves. I mean, you look at the Giants; they've hired a female, a coach, and it's just the growth is there. It's awesome, and I just think it's fantastic. All right, so final question for you: who wins the World Series in 2020?
Oh, you know what? After Aaron Boone's tweet about the Super Bowl, I'm not sure if I want to guess it more or less. You know.
Mm-hmm. He did nail it.
To a T, which is very impressive. I have a lot of faith in the Yankees. I do. I think the Dodgers might surprise us.
No, I don't think so. No, they'll
Don't
blow
think
it.
so?
They'll blow it again. They'll blow it like they always do.
Yeah.
Mets in 2020. How about a Mets-Yankees World Series that goes 7
I would be so excited to see that.
and won by the Mets?
I mean, again, for the love of baseball. I'd be there for the love of baseball.
You can follow her at Bailey LaFawn. That's her middle name, and it's a fantastic middle name. But Bailey Shaw joining us. Thank you so much for sharing your story, your passion for the game of baseball, and good luck, and stay in touch, will you?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Jason. I really appreciate it.
Bailey Shaw joining us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. Chatted yesterday with her, and she is fantastic. She's going to go far in the sport of baseball, working with Major League Baseball this year in the New York office. So that's very cool. All of our guests join us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. Think about how good it feels when people really get you, like the friends who come over whenever a big game is on, or the neighbors next door who always bring your favorite buffalo dip. How about your in-laws? They know that you need silence during that clutch play. And everybody knows about your special post-win fist bump, right? It's like having a State Farm agent like Mike Miller. Mike's here to get you to know you, understand your life, so he can help you make it easy for you to protect what's important. Get an agent that gets you and your fist bumps. Give Mike Miller a call today in Helena. All right, we'll take this moment to tell you that there is speaking of National Women in Girls and Women in Sports Day. And by the way, that's what she said. Special edition brought to you by Dinner's Done Right, 12-seater, soup, salad, and nacho bar for $10. You won't eat any healthier than you will at Dinner's Done Right and the soup, salad, and nacho bar. All right, so as I was saying, it is National Girls and Women in Sports Day. And coming up tomorrow, we're going to chat with Megan Harrington. Megan played for the Lady Grizz in the late 90s. She is now a producer and a director. And when we come back, we're going to see the trailer for the house that Rob built. It'll debut at the Wilma in Missoula, February 20th, but you will get a sneak peek of that movie. It's all about Robin Selvig and the Lady Grizz. That is next here on The Jason Walker Show.
The holidays have come and gone, and now is a good time to treat yourself to what you really wanted. A full detail for your vehicle from Auto Concepts. Right now, Auto Concepts is offering a full detail for just $195. Or maybe you want to tint those windows. Auto Concepts does that too. Get that tonneau cover or bed rug you've always wanted and add in remote start, alarms, running boards, lift kits, toppers, winches, bug guards, grill guards, and much more. Check out Auto Concepts on Facebook or visit the website autoconceptshelena.com. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals. Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinners Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinners Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com. Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918, or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Wednesday, inside the Major Mortgage Man Cave, Jason Walker Show, presented by Helena Accommodations. The in-town 5-star extended stay residences. Visit HelenaAccommodations.com. All right, so it is National Girls and Women in Sports Day, and we are celebrating. We just got off the phone with Bailey Shaw, or chatted with Bailey Shaw. She is a 22-year-old baseball lover that is working at the Major League Baseball offices, and she's going to go far. Cannot wait to see her career and how far it goes. All right, if you're just tuning in on the Facebook or the YouTube, so to my left, probably your right based on how you're watching. But anyway, we have our John Wayne stand-up, but we also have our Flint Rasmussen Cooper Tires PBR game-worn jersey that Flint sent us a few weeks ago. Finally got it put up, and I figured, hey, Flint Rasmussen is the John Wayne of the PBR. So there it is. Appreciate Flint joining us. He's all the time. He's so much fun. All right. Coming up February 20th in Missoula at the Wilma, it'll be the debut of the house that Rob built, and it was put together by FamilyTheater.org. And tickets are on sale now at thehousethatrobbuiltmovie.com. Got a chance to watch it over the weekend. It's all about Robin Selvig and the building of the University of Montana Lady Grizz basketball program. And he, along with Pat Summitt, two of the pioneers in the late 70s and throughout the 80s, and there were some others involved as well. But to really get women's basketball off the ground. And right now we're going to, you can listen, you can watch here. We're going to show you the House That Rob Built trailer that'll be at the Wilma in a couple of weeks. And it's now here on the Jason Walker Show.
I was playing my sophomore year in college. One of the things Coach said one day in practice is, well, you play like a girl. And I didn't realize it at the time. He was giving me a great compliment, which I realized today, after coaching girls for a lot of years, that was a really good compliment.
And introducing the head coaches for the University of Montana Lady Grizz, Robin Selvig.
It's been simply a phenomenal year for the Lady Grizz basketball team. They would shatter individual scoring and attendance records. They would remain the only major undefeated team in the country, and they would make Robin Selvig the winningest coach in UM history.
Rob Selvig was a pioneer in providing opportunities for women to participate in athletics.
Nobody thought you could ever produce revenue.
Oftentimes they thought we were a cheerleading squad. No, we're a girls basketball team.
They're looking, thinking, these guys got no chance.
When you see Rob on the court and with these girls, you know that he was born to do that.
Well, what we started to do was show, oh, they're good, they're talented, oh, they compete.
And then we'd get out there on the floor and play 40 minutes of the most intense basketball they've ever seen. A small school from Montana can go compete with the best.
All the fans stood up, but I couldn't hear anything because it was so loud that it was silent.
My junior year, we set the attendance record.
The game sold out days in advance, the largest crowd ever for women's basketball.
Anyway, you get kind of the point as I apologize, the buffering system on the internet. It's like we have AOL or something back in the day. Anyway, we'll try to get that to show you tomorrow, maybe, or later on we'll get the rest of it. But the house that Rob built, and you can go to the housethatrobbuilt.movie.com, housethatrobbuiltmovie.com. But we'll get Megan Harrington tomorrow. She was a producer, co-director on this project, and we'll chat with her tomorrow about the house that Rob built. And love, I'm a Bobcat. I am self-professed Bobcat, okay? But what Robin Selvig did for women's basketball, not only in Montana, but across the country, unbelievable. And absolutely amazing. And the fact is that Coach Selvig, one of the classiest people you will ever meet, if you've had the privilege of meeting Coach Selvig. So tomorrow we'll talk to Megan Harrington, and she played for the Lady Grizz in the late 90s. But we've had a fun internet conversation, email over the last week, and we'll talk about that tomorrow as well. But Megan Harrington will join us tomorrow on the Jason Walker Show. All right, so there was this, there was a brawl last night in a basketball game, at the end of a game. And this was between Alabama State and Texas Southern. Alabama State got beat 81-54, and it's a Southwestern Athletic Conference. It was in Montgomery, Alabama. And we'll show you about 45 seconds here of this fight. Unbelievable. This was a basket brawl at the end of the game last night. There are going to be multiple suspensions. Hey, look at that. They took down the part of the press table. There's a lot of video. This is from TMZ, but there's a lot of video from different angles. It was nasty. And I have not seen this in a women's basketball game to this extent. But yeah, it was crazy last night in Alabama. But hopefully everybody, no injuries, but there will definitely be some suspensions. There's no doubt about that. A big brawl last night in basketball. That's not what we want to see on National Girl and Women in Sports Day. We want to see the good stuff. And that was not. But anyway, man. I just can't believe that happened. All right, so tomorrow, like I said, Megan Harrington will join us. Did we get to everything so far? Yeah, I think so. All right, let's, the Frontier rankings. There are the Frontier teams that are in the NAI Top 25, and there were some good ones. 3 of them. But they all fell. 2 of the 3 fell. All right, so Georgetown, Kentucky, the defending champs, 21-0, still the only unbeaten, still ranked number 1. Mid-America Christian, Oklahoma, number 2. Dalton State, Georgia, number 3. Westmont out of California, number 4. Moving up 7 spots to number 5. LC State, 21-1. They've won 12 straight, the Warriors have, since the loss to Carroll in December. Those 2 will meet up Friday at Lewiston. Carroll, both the men and women. Let's see. Dropping from 8th to 11th, the University of Providence. And dropping from 9th to 17th, tumbling 8 spots, the Carroll College men. 16-6. Remember they went through that 3-game losing skid right after the last rankings came out? They fall to 17th. Receiving votes, Montana Tech. Tech would be ranked 29th if you expanded the poll out. Carroll and Tech play tonight at the PE Center in Helena. And that first game they played back in December, Dane Warp hit hit 3 free throws to send it to overtime as he was fouled with the time running out in regulation and hit all 3 of his free throws and then the Saints won it in overtime. The Saints women have lost 2 straight. They're also ranked 17th. They battle Montana Tech women tonight. Tech women struggling in the Frontier. There's no question about that. So that'll be a big games tonight at the PE Center in Helena. And some UP Argo news coming out today. We talked about Doug Hashley being moved up to athletic director. Well, Jim Sargent has just been named the assistant athletic director. So lots of changes going on up at the University of Providence, including in the rankings where the men fell 3 spots. All right, let's do... that was it. That was it for Frontier Conference Power Rankings. I did see this news today. Kirk Douglas passed away. 103 years old. Michael Douglas's dad, Kirk Douglas, 103, passing away today. Let's wrap up. That's kind of sad. Let's wrap up today's poll. Who won signing day? And I got a great message from my buddy Corey, who said signing day today just doesn't carry the same weight because you have early signing day now in December rather. And so it doesn't mean anything as much as it used to back in the day. But on Twitter, you guys voted Bobcats won signing day, Grizzlies second, other third. We have no idea who other is, but they got a lot of votes. So there you go. Again, if I put out a poll and I say other, you have to respond with what team. Anyway. Okay, so some news coming out of Bozeman Public School District. Wes Holmquist is going to be leaving Bozeman boys position at the end of this season, and he'll head over to Gallatin High to become the girls' coach. His girl's going to be a freshman. His daughter will be a freshman. So Wes Holmquist will be coaching the Gallatin Raptors girls coming up beginning in 2020. Let's see who else. Troy Hostetler will take over the Bozeman Hawks boys. Michael Claxton will lead the Gallatin High boys. Hunter Chandler is going to be the head football coach at Gallatin. Still no word on if Levi Weshy will stay at Bozeman or go to Gallatin. We'll see. But yeah, there is a list of coaches according to MontanaSports.com. And let's see, golf coach Mark Clark heading from Bozeman to the Raptors, along with volleyball coach Ashley Obstar and Amanda Hargrove. So there you go. Let's see, there'll be interviews still continuing. And so we'll see other coaches coming in as Gallatin High School gets ready to start up next year. So, all right, there you go. Let's see here. I want to do on this day in history, so let's get to it. And on this day, it's brought to you by Motherlode, sports bar, restaurant, and casino. Stop by the Motherlode. The great games, good drink specials, food specials, and much more. The Motherlode on Cedar in Helena. 1921, the Yankees purchased 20 acres in the Bronx for building a stadium that became known the house that Ruth built, Yankee Stadium. 1924, the first Winter Olympic Games closed in France. 1948, 18-year-old Dick Button became America's first men's figure skating Olympic gold medalist at the St. Moritz Winter Games. The first also to complete a double axel in competition and retains that title 4 years later in 1952. By the way, what is the difference? If you know this, email me, jasonwalkersports@gmail.com. What is the difference between a triple Lutz and a triple Salchow? You hear it all the time. I want to know what the difference is. All right, 1978, Fred Newman made 88 consecutive basketball free throws. Lots of people have had long free throw streaks. Fred did it blindfolded. 1989, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar became the first and still the only NBA player to score 38,000 points. And 1997, O.J. found libel in the deaths of his ex-wife and Ron Goldman, Nicole Simpson as well, civil court. But he's still looking for the real killers, right? By the way, Twitter or Facebook or email, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, only one with 38,000 points in the NBA. Who is ranked second? If you get the first one, I'll give a Cafe Zydeco gift card to. Email, Twitter, or Facebook me. All right, what else happened on this day? Birthdays. Happy birthday. 1891. Elizabeth Ryan was born. She was an American tennis player. And she died in 1979, but she won 26 doubles titles at Grand Slams. I believe that is a record. 1934, happy birthday, Hank Aaron. Born on this date in 1934 in Mobile, Alabama. 755 home runs, which I consider still the record. 1942, happy birthday to Roger Staubach. Played for Navy. Won the Heisman Trophy in 1963. Super Bowl MVP in 1971. Played for the Dallas Cowboys. Cristiano Ronaldo, born on this date in 1985. And Neymar, born on this date in 1992. A couple of soccers. Happy birthday to Sarah Evans. Sarah Evans is 49 today. She'll be in Helena, February 26th. Billings on the 27th. Some suds in the bucket. Love Sarah Evans. All right, let's get to this. Boom.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
All right, somebody who is not my dad or my son can win this trivia question. Who is second NBA all-time leading scorer? Behind Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, ahead of LeBron, who's third, ahead of Kobe, who's fourth. Who is second? And someone not my dad or my son. You can Facebook, tweet, or email me. Good Lord. I can't have family winning. Then they think it's rigged. My dad's right, though, and so is my son. What did we learn today? Kirk Douglas passed away. 103 years old today. A statement from the family. Michael Douglas said, it is with tremendous sadness, my brothers and I announced that Kirk Douglas left us today at the age of 103, quote unquote. So there you go. Sad news there. It's kind of a bummer. I mean, I know he hasn't acted in forever, but he was in some great movies over the years and spawned a great actor in Michael, who's got himself a nice wife, Catherine Zeta-Jones. What else did we learn today? Bailey Shaw. We appreciate her joining us all the way from New York, working at the Major League Baseball offices. By the way, support for the Jason Walker Show comes from Manscaped, the best in men's below-the-belt grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Guys, Valentine's Day is next Friday night. You need to look good here and below the belt. Trust me. That's why Manscaped has redesigned the electric trimmer. The Lawnmower 2.0, proprietary skin-safe technology. This trimmer will not nick or snag, and accidents are a thing of the past. If you've been hurt before, you won't be hurt again. Trust me. Manscaped also has the Crop Preserver, an anti-chafing deodorant and moisturizer. You put deodorant on your armpits, or in your armpits, however it works. Put deodorant on the smelliest part of your body. Get 20% off, plus free shipping with the code WALKER20 at manscaped.com. And always the right tools for the job. Trust me, your balls are going to thank you. Get 20% off free shipping with the code WALKER20, manscaped.com. 20% off free shipping at manscaped.com. Use the code WALKER20. Walker, WALKER 20. The walk-off. Tomorrow, Megan Harrington will join us as we'll talk The House That Rob Built, the movie about the growth of the Lady Grizz basketball. That and a whole lot more coming up on a Thursday. Hope you had a great day today, and I am not sure why we got taken off the air over there, but we'll figure that out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Had a great time. Anytime you want to email us, jasonwalkersports@gmail.com. And yes, congratulations in second place, Carl Malone. We'll give that to Jim. He was first, after my dad. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow, 4 o'clock, right here. Jason Walker Show, presented by Helen Accommodations, the in-town 5-star extended stay residences. What else were we going to chat about? I think that was it. We'll have a lot more tomorrow. All right, we'll see you then. Have a great Wednesday. And be nice. Hug somebody. Okay? See you tomorrow.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.